So apparently, I don't know exactly when this dropped, but I had to completely shut down and restart Steam before I realized there was an update again, which was a, you know, pain. But, thankfully somebody told me this had happened, so this is halftime for creating Sacred Stones. Added some semi-secret enemies. And 5 new pets. We've got a blue dragon, earth supporter. Shouldn't it be if it's a sky drake, shouldn't it be wind? Black tortoise, white tiger. Wait a minute. Hold on. Vermilion pheasant. Okay, wait a minute. This is I've never heard of Suzaku being a pheasant before. This is that feng shui thing. North, south, east, west. Um, Suzaku, Byaku, fork. Jeez. It's the thing! It's the thing! Crap, I'm even spacing the tortoise's name. That one should be the easiest one to remember. Whatever, anyway. Yeah, that's, and Tenko. Okay, I have no idea what Tenko is. But, yeah, these are definitely, yeah, the tortoise, Genbu? Genbu. Water, yes, yes. The tiger is wind, fire for Suzaku, and was it an earth dragon? I guess it must have been. Really a pheasant though? And you made it a rogue. This is interesting. Alright. The first 4 are unlockable for free, but need a token improvement, and the 5th one can be only unlocked by tokens. Okay. Well, you see, I don't know if I want to unlock them all just now. I don't know. See, things have changed a little bit. Oh, things have changed a little bit now. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Things have changed a little bit now because of this. So if I get 1 new pet, I'll lose about 1% of my stat bonus. That's what it costs if the ladybug goes down to the basilisk again. It'll go back down to about 19%-ish. Which isn't that bad. That's perfectly acceptable. But if I took all 5 of them at once, suddenly this bonus would just go away. And I'm currently scheming all kinds of schemes to get revenge on Graham's chickens and try to get to a depth 2 so I can craft more items and stuff. There's I know there was something else I wanted to do as well. I can't remember what. There was something else oh, right. The ring. I want to power up the ring. This thing, so its growth gets bigger. Yeah. She's almost done. Another 2 days, she'll be done. I still have to push Sonic up, and I'm actually thinking about putting Gray in. Mother Gray. I'm seriously considering it. Of course, I'd have to temporarily set Sonic aside and grab, I don't know, maybe the Rock or something, who's got a lot of total growth. The Earth Eater. I put the Earth Eater in instead for a little bit to push this up to, 450 or so. Thereabouts. I feel like I can safely unlock one of you. Let's look through what we do. A mystical blue dragon, guardian of the east winds and monarch of spring. It has the power to deny even the most grievous wounds for those it is sworn to protect. So it's a defender, ensuring death has no domain in its presence. You can upgrade it with a token to add a special effect to its heal. Increases heal power for dungeons by an extra 1% times class level if it's a supporter. I would have thought that the, well, okay, anyway. Plus 371 in leveling campaigns. Does anybody still use those? Okay, anyway, a supporter. An Earth supporter. That would be taking the place of the panda. Oh, how could we get rid of the panda? Who doesn't love the panda? Does the panda even do anything, or does it just lay around? And people go, oh, it's cute, and that heals them just because it's... Okay, it would be a significantly better supporter. I don't know what the special effect is, but we can assume the special effect would make it even better. Alright, next up we have the tortoise, which is the actual defender here, okay. Mystical black tortoise. Another winds of the winter, serpentine tail holds the power of Everfrost, slowing all who dare to strike him, crippling their movements until they resemble statues. So there's a problem with this one. There's a huge problem with Genbu. The problem is, Genbu is a water defender. Now, I'm not even using the whale right now. I'm using 0 water defenders. But if I was gonna use a water defender, it would be Leviathan here. Look at this beast. I haven't unlocked him yet, but man, this is the thing you want. Oh my gosh. Gains 6 base growth per dungeon room. Dungeon HP is tripled. Has a bonus of 2,000 water element, and has a chance to counterattack every turn. Like, this is amazing! What are you gonna use this thing for? What? Can it be a hood ornament on Leviathan? Just the fact that it's a water defender makes it completely unusable. If only we weren't locked by elements in the dungeon, then I could find a use for it somewhere else. But the way the dungeons are, it would have to go into the water temple, and there's no way. So Genbu is a wash, and can be safely ignored for now. Alright. A mystical white tiger, guardian of the western winds and ruler of autumn. Its claws hold the power to steal the breath from his foes, sending all who challenge her to an early grave. You can upgrade it with a token to add an instant kill effect to its attack if the enemy's HP is already low. There's a damage multiplier. That may or may not be good, but... Oh, you can instantly kill it if it's already almost dead. What? 1% times class level? You're not even a very good assassin. Look, I've got a dinosaur that's got twice that. What are you good for? Worst of all, a wind assassin? I mean, I'm still iffy on the sniper, to be honest, but... I mean... I guess it's better than the chicken? If I was using the chicken, I suppose it could replace my Valkyrie, maybe? I am very much not sold on this one. The multiplier from the kills it did has to be... I have to see the actual stats on that. So far... The Azure Dragon's the only one that sounds like it might be really good. Alright, let's check out the Rogue. Now, Rogues are always good. You can always use another Rogue. And as a Fire Rogue, it would only be competing with a Squirrel, which isn't really stiff competition, to be honest. The Squirrel's kind of terrible at its job. I was gonna use the reindeer, but this could easily be the one that I put into speed when this finishes. That's actually very viable. Very, very viable. Look at how high level the squirrel is, too. He would be really excellent to be giving me the speed boost. Okay. The mystical pheasant. Guardian of southern winds and sovereign of summer. It seeks to inspire its allies with its magic flames that may dance around their opponents in combat. It inspires allies. But it's supposed to steal things. Upgrade it with a token to boost the speed damage of your pets. That kind of makes it sound like I should put it over here with Sylph. But it's got 1% times class level, making it much better than the squirrel for over here. Wow. Okay, this one is in high demand. This one is the highest demand pet we've seen so far. I think I want to unlock the pheasant. And finally we have a fox spirit. Oh, cool. Okay. Does it become a Ninetales? That's more of a Japanese thing. This is going with more of a Chinese theme. I don't know this Tenko thing. Oops. I'm trying to read that. In exchange for staying in one of your temples, she would put some of your divinity to better use. Probably. When brought into a divinity campaign, she'll take 20% of the total gained by all pets. After evolving once every 24 hours of doing divinity campaign, she can read your fortune, and something good may or may not happen. I have no idea if this is good or not. Does it matter how much divinity it eats? If this thing is just going to be a leech devouring divinity, the more divinity it eats, the better the effect should be, right? Once every 24 hours. Does that count when I reset? Does that reset when I rebirth? Because if it resets if I have to do 24-hour long runs for it to have an effect, then that's not great. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. This one's mysterious. I have no idea how good or bad it is. It is, however, the easiest to incorporate because it's just an adventurer that you drop in a campaign. So this is actually super easy to work with. So, 2 winners, 1 unknown, and 2 I have no use for. I'm gonna go with... I kind of want to go with the rogue first. I'm gonna go with the rogue first. You need to have bought at least 10,000 pet stones with ball power. $10,000 pet stones with ball power? Well, I've already bought 100. Since it's been added to the menu. So this isn't in a single run, which would be kind of impossible. So eventually I get this one. Okay, this one's locked out to me for the time being. Alright. Well, we'll get it eventually. Alright, what about you? A pet token. That's easy enough. Now I need to see what these other fellas want. You need 333 hours since this pet was added to the game. Nah. I see. Well, that's gonna take quite a while to unlock, isn't it? I don't want to sit around in challenges I've already done. I mean, I still have the wolf stuff to do, but... Man, I don't wanna. Alright, let me see. What about you? Have all crystal factory modules level 25 or higher? Huh. I guess I'll get this one. Shit, that includes, God modules. It's fine. I can get this one. I might not have a use for you, but I can scoop you up anyway. What about you? You need 166. How do you come up with this number of combined might this rebirth? That's a lot! That's a really high amount. I have all that I could want right now, and you're telling me to multiply that by, oh my gosh, more than 6 times what I got now? Do you have any idea how long that would take? Oh no. Oh, you're really not worth it. So you two demand a really long run. You are just a jerk, and you'll just come to me in time. I don't normally buy many pet stones, just a couple hundred each rebirth. I could have you over 50 rebirths with no problem. I guess the Phoenix wanting you to do rebirths makes kind of sense. Alright, well, I guess for now, I'll just, I guess I'll just take the fox. It doesn't even, okay, after evolving. Okay. Oh, you look pretty cool. Obviously, you're gonna want divinity, but first we'll have to grow you up. 60,000? That's just a couple of days. Ever do what? Oh, you pain in the butt! Only 1,000 hours! Oh, is that all? I see. Yeah, well, I won't be thinking about you for the next month or two. Crap. You better be worth all this trouble. You little troublemaker, you. Alright. Well, I can still push her growth up. Might as well get that done. And then I'll put her in, divinity camps and forget for a while. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. What about you? You can go back to divinity camps for the time being as well. That should be fine. You'll be close to the 300k mark that I want to put everyone over. You'll be awful close to it. I'll work on the fox for a bit. I'll probably pick up the white tiger, work on that one, or I'll get the tortoise as well. We'll get them one by one, and we'll grow them. Now that I see what these are like, yuck. Maybe on the next run, I don't know. What about this dragon, though? I just don't know what to do about you. Remind me what camps the wolf even wanted me to do, or not, challenges? Let's see. Crap, some of those reset your multiplier, and my multiplier is fantastic right now. Well, okay then. Hurry up and become a butterfly. Alright. Nothing really else to say. Just waiting to get wind. I guess I will still use the reindeer for the time being. I might swap it out for the squirrel later. We'll see. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck using gray as my defense boost, even though it's really bad at it. I mean, it's a fourth as good as the attack boosted Fafnir here. There's got to be a better way to do defense. Can anybody get a really good defense value? I'm actually seriously considering, like, man, Balrog, if I turned Balrog into a defender, could you imagine the amount of hit points that would have? Problem is, if Balrog is not in the volcano, Balrog stops gathering horns and growing those hit points, so... Yeah, I don't know. I can now craft sacred stone twice as fast. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I need to calculate how many I get in a day from the dungeon before I can decide if that's even worth doing. But I'll want to get the strategy books and the health potions first anyway. So, yeah. Stupid fox. Oh well. Oh well. I didn't actually... I was experimenting with simulations, and it just suddenly... I wasn't ready for this. I mean, obviously, my lighting is all wrong. Everything's all wrong. Yeah, no, this just happened. Um, yeah, I was just experimenting with simulations now that I got... So, I got the bird all the gems in. It's pretty nice boost to speed now. Really puts that defense boost into perspective, doesn't it? And I was just trying to simulate to see how far I could go. Didn't you already say that? Anyway, we seem to be working. I'm sorry, are you simulating telling me that I can craft them without actually unlocking the ability to craft them? What's actually going on here? I don't even know. Anyway, I can clearly win at depth 4-2 now. Okay, that's where we can't go. But yeah, the added speed protects me from speed damage, and it's just good. Alright, well, I guess I'll put you at this. Let's see how the water temple feels about things. Okay, we can assume that's a win. Can I get to 3? No. No, 3 is too hard. God, somehow I have to get to 5 for that one pet to evolve. Oh, I gotta look into the basilisk too. Alright, let me see. We don't have our ultimate dragon here anymore, but... Okay, that's fine. How do you feel about it? No. We're not doing enough damage? Is the enemy multiplying too quickly? Is that what's happening here? Let's see. How many enemies are still in play? I see this obsidian giant who's not taking any damage, just speed damage. Feels like the obsidian giant is just too much to tackle here. I've got 2 pairs of knives that should cut down its defenses to where it would be hurt, though. How could it not go down after 50 rounds of being shredded? Yeah. Again, is it the same enemy? Okay, we went through the door, yes. Okay. Alright, and at the end, it's the obsidian giant again. Wow. Mr. Obsidian Giant, what is going on? You're regenerating. We should have shredded your defense to nothing. Why are you taking so little damage? That's what I don't get. Huh. Well, I can still win at depth 1, though. Or depth 4-1. Yeah, we can still win at that level, so we'll do that. So, the sniper and the cherub are pretty great, right? Holy crap, we actually won that one? Okay. Well, we're not going to be able to take 3. Honestly, we're not even running the frost bomb right now. Well, go ahead and bring those into this. Let's go ahead, stick this in. Try. So we know we can beat 2. But now there's a frost bomb slowing them down, and no. So across the board, depth 3 is just too much for us. Yeah, we can handle depth 2 consistently at this point. But depth 3 consistently kicks our butts. But hey, tomorrow I'm going to be able to craft those items. Finally. We're going to get more rewards. And yeah, I've been pretty lax on testing these things while so much is in flux. But now we've got the defense and the speed. And I've been working on equipment this whole time. Equipment and gems and things. So, you should benefit the most from speed. So you've been able to run at 100 for a while. What if I go to 110? You won. Wow. Let's check that out again. Yeah. You're kicking its butt. What if I did this? Okay, this has to be a bridge too far, right? Holy crap, did you win? Oh, wow. Yeah, that speed boost really helps out, doesn't it? Well, I guess I'll do it then. It didn't seem like, because your speed was already at, you know, like 25,000 or something. Oh, well. Yeah. Elements are gonna be a while, but, now I just have to do a bunch of other challenges here. But yeah, everybody is in 4-2 except for the volcano. Volcano is getting shut down by those obsidian giants despite our knives and our massive DPS. Don't really know what I can do to improve our odds here. I mean, even if we bring in our new pheasant, it inspires allies to boost speed damage. Well, the only thing that was hurting the obsidian giant was the speed damage, so maybe? I don't know. It's an odd one. It's very, just, I don't know what to do about that. But you know what? It's fine. We will get more resources than ever, which hopefully will help us get these sacred stones that we need. We only need 10,000. And I can craft, excuse me, and I can craft them after we finish making all the strategy books and health potions. Yeah, okay, anyway. I could actually unlock another pet right now, but I don't want to. Because the last thing I do after testing and making that all work is to knock this down, and if it would suddenly start failing or something, I don't want to even risk it. So I'll just leave well enough alone, at least until I finish this challenge here. Which, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be at least 2 more days here. When does RTI start degrading? At some point, this all starts degrading and goes away. 7 days. It slowly decreases for the... Oh, only for the crystal and space dim speed. Why would you, after a week, space dim's basically gotten as far as it's gonna go. Why even bother reducing that? But yeah, the GP suddenly would take a massive hit. Well, I mean, what can I say? I'm still gonna be stuck in the challenge. And then there's still that other pet that wants might. Yeah. Well, whatever. Anyway. Alright. So... as much as I want to wait until the fox is gotten past 300k, or at least surpassed the basilisk, it is not to be. I need to unlock another pet because it's time to rebirth. And that pet I will be unlocking will be... I think it was you? So I can't actually use you for anything at the moment because it's going to take you a long time to grow, and the fox is currently occupying... Where did it go? Why would you put it somewhere up there? Why can't it just sit at the bottom as the most recent addition? Now it's somewhere in this mess. Why there? You put them next to the elemental pets. Oh, okay, I get that now. Still annoying. Oh well. Whatever. It's fine. So, yeah. So now that I've done that, I need to pick my next target. I'm going to work towards this one because it's going to be a while before the fox is done, and I got the other pets through the growth campaign, and then, yeah, I'm going to focus on this one next. You know, I guess I can do these two at the same time. And work on my wolf. So this is one of the ones the wolf needs to me to do again. And I don't know that it really... Oh, no, don't rebirth yet. Wait a sec. Okay. Wow, look at that. I could get like 3,000 pet stones. Power level of out of this universe. Defense, 42 Googleplex. attack, multiverse obliterating, HP just a bit more than infinite. In short, it's invincible. It's not gonna stop me from trying. Yeah, okay, anyway. Alright, so... Yeah, I don't think 3,000 pet stones are really gonna bring me all that much closer. Well, actually, it would bring me quite a bit closer, but... Nah, that would be wasteful. And I can't be wasteful. So... Anyway... Yeah... I have almost a year's worth of these at this point. I've tinkered with it a bunch of times, but I think I'm pretty happy with this level of ball power between resets. This amount of shadow clones between resets. I think it's good. But I do need to do a whole bunch of runs. Oh, hey, look at that. Well, how about that? Not a problem until I actually RTI. Anyway, I'm just going to do this now. And I need to build my might up to absurd levels, among other things. I kind of want to keep doing, I kind of want to keep finishing up these, but they're taking longer and longer, and that one took 9 days. Even if they didn't take any longer, it would be like a month and a half to finish it. Admittedly, I wasn't really using the chakra pills because I'm so low on them, but still. But still. I want to finish it. It's really annoying. Why is it so difficult? I'll come back when I've got more chakra pills, and I really don't feel like there's a lot I can do to increase my build speed much more. Maybe there'll be an event artifact at some point, because we just had one boost creation speed. But that is far from a guarantee that that's going to happen. For a build speed one, there is no guarantee there, so... the other thing I could do is just buy a whole bunch more shadow clones. If I doubled my shadow clone count, then I would be able to push the build speed over at RTI even higher. And, well, I'd have twice as many shadow clones building the thing. Maybe that should be my goal, honestly. That's not actually a terrible idea. Make my next goal to double shadow clones. It would take a while, but I should be able to generate GP way faster than ever before, right? If I put my mind to it and do nothing but 3-hour runs, I could probably generate excessive amounts of GP. Probably. No, I just don't feel the motivation. I'm just not feeling it. We'll unlock these things, and then we'll see how I feel about it then. Oh man. Oh. I tend to muck around with this late at night and early in the morning. Those are my best times for recording. Alright then. If I could actually do 3-hour runs, though, I would gain tons and tons of light clones, too, which would also help. You know, maybe I have to come back after I do RTI again. After I've been through the road to infinity again, I'll be able to, I'll have even higher multipliers here, which would mean even more build speed and space dim speed. But I kind of want to finish these before doing the RTI. Same with that expensive monument challenge. I was kind of hoping to get the Super Divinity done first on that, too. There's also the possibility of doing overflow challenges. There's also the possibility of doing, I don't know. I think it's time to go to bed. When this finishes, so 8 more minutes. While the clones build up. That's fine, I can do that. Right then. Okay. So, I have bit the bullet and started crafting a few sacred stones because I was very close to the edge. They take twice as long to make as strategy books, and I estimate I could craft a couple thousand of them a day. However, how many of them do I get from the dungeons in a day? Well, let's see. Where are you? 400. Let's see. Sacred stones. I know you're here. Sacred stones. We've got 400 so far. Oh, maybe this one does... Okay, this one doesn't do that. This one does herbs. Right, okay. Yeah, every other one is going to do them. Okay, how about you? Okay, what do we got here? 250. We'll call it 650-ish. Alright, next up. Oh, here's 350. Okay. We're at about 1,000-ish. And this will be herb territory. Ah! Oh no! How did that happen? Oh, the boss gotcha! I don't really have time to analyze this right now. It went to turn 50. The DPS wasn't high enough. I'll have to investigate that. Okay, anyway. This gives me about 1,000. So I'm getting about 2,000 a day without crafting. So crafting would only double my production speed of the sacred stones at best. That's gonna be a while. I'm probably better off not crafting the sacred stones and crafting other things that I need. Probably. I don't know. Looks like it's gonna be about once a month that I can do this. Give or take. Oh well, whatever, we're upgrading. And when this finishes, I'm going to see how good elemental damage actually is. Like, I've wondered for a long time how much of an effect that really has. So, when we finally have an element, I'll pop the thing onto it, put a pet in, and then I'll spend a whole bunch of EXP boosting it even further, and we'll go back here and we'll see what that does to the actual simulations in combat. As I'm actually fairly curious to see. The witch will probably be our case study. If the elements don't do a ton, I might just ignore these four and just focus on the bottom here. And then just let, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think it should be, yeah, I should set it to 11. It's so nice to be able to do this. You all lost to the boss? Ah, insufficient DPS. I'll investigate it later. Alright. There you go. Oh, man. Alright. I need to generate more lucky talismans. This is another thing. I'm gonna wait until the element thing finishes. But yeah. The runes craft at different speeds. I've been running the holy runes the whole time, but unfortunately I really need to go back to producing lucky talismans. It might be okay. It might be okay to use somebody other than the bottle to produce them now. But I'll do it a little more. We might have gotten ahead of the special wood thing. Maybe. Well, anyway. Anyway. Right then. I never really had a good way to test the effects of elemental stats before now. I mean, you could do a little bit. You could equip and de-equip enchanted versus non-enchanted weapons, but for the most part, the gear always came with other stats. But now we have the way to test. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little team here. I'm going to have to fill this slot with something, but everyone's out on campaigns right now, so I don't have a pet to put here. But it's okay. Alright. This should be a... Oh, I also just equipped these. Alright, testing. This should be a failure. Yep, it's a failure. But what we want to know is how hard are we hitting? Alright. Let's see. Huh. Let's see. Aren't you supposed to be doing like 15% of their health? What's this 58? What's going on here? Used unique water spears and did 58 damage? Oh, I guess you only have 575 hit points. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, they're weak enough that... Yeah, that's about 10%. That makes sense. Okay, whatever. Okay, the witch is hitting for 476,000, and we're going to use that as our benchmark. Let's see how hard the witch hits in the next room. That's about 700. God, there's variables. Makes it hard. Alright, 700,000. We're getting a range here. 500 to 700,000. Well, let's call it between 450 and 700,000. Alright. 450 to 700,000, right? Okay. Alright. Add in water. Then I go over here. And all this that I saved up. Now let's try again. hard does the witch hit now? We have to actually see the witch hitting something. We have to... Come on, witch, do your job. What's going on here? Alright, we went from 450 to 700,000 to... Oh, okay, we're hitting harder. I need more. Oh. Yeah, increasing water has dramatically increased the damage of the witch. Dramatically increased the damage of the witch. Of course, some enemies are going to be more resilient because there's a lot going on here. We'll look at these again. Okay. These enemies with the lowest water defense should be the most responsive, so that you can just see the raw power. Unfortunately, the witch isn't getting its attacks in very much. There we go. Alright. It's really hard for me to tell because the damage is so random, but it's definitely significantly higher. I want to call it at least 10 to 20%. I want to call it 20%-ish more potent than it was. We gave it a 25% boost from the dojo, as well as putting the frog in. Yeah. We're no longer seeing those low numbers. So yeah, that's a lot. Now, you're sitting at 360. If I 32%? You're percentage based. You're not a static number like the others. What? Okay, hold on. Calculation for main stat. Calculation for each element is 1 plus the square root of the element of the selected pet. 5 by 30 times 0.1 plus the square root of growth of the... Okay, this is complicated. Anyway, okay. What I'm gonna do is, I actually still... The spear that it has isn't a triple S plus 20, so we can do that. And I have neutral gems, grade 15, that I can slot into its gear. I, of course, need something to put here. So... Now, of course, all this added power is not enough to conquer this floor. And I doubt putting that pet in the slot will be enough. But this is what they could do already. So it didn't actually get me further. But, I'm also not spending any phoenix feathers. So that's nice, I guess. And you can see about how many... I tested a bunch of times, and this is fairly consistent. It does 10 to 14 holy runes, and usually a little bit over 60 demonic. So, I gave them all way more than necessary. I didn't give these guys any. But these guys all got way more than necessary, so... Everyone's going to be running the freezing bombs now. I was able to keep the rebirth bacon in. I wasn't sure that I'd be able to. I'm running into... some of my keys are running down to just 200 spares, so I'm a little concerned that I need to start crafting keys. And, well... Basically, I'm going to need to be producing 60-ish holy runes a day, and a lot of demonic runes per day, like 400-ish demonic runes a day. Well, that's not so bad. So, this thing produces more than enough holy runes, and I think this one produces enough demonic runes to fill all my needs. But somebody has to produce the wise and lucky talismans. Somebody needs to produce the freezing bombs. And, then we've got these not-nothings that we haven't started production of, and then we have to make the keys, and, there's a lot going on here. Plus, I have to enchant things. My alchemists are overworked. My alchemists never get a break. Never get a break. Yeah. We're working our way through a massive pile of... basically, a little while ago, I had added another 100 to my inventory slots, and I've been working to fill them all up with tier 3 stuff. Also, I put the Fox down here. It's not quite at 300k yet, but whatever. It can start working towards its evolution, and I can get the next one. I really want this here, and to be better. We're working towards these, but I don't have to unlock these the moment that I can. Once I get the ability to unlock them, they can just sit around and wait until I've powered up the other pets. I don't know who to put here. I want to put the eye there, but it's got to be a water type because it's got to be all water types. So that... This isn't ready yet. I have a penguin, but I kind of use the penguin for things. Like, he's the only water type I've got for running the cold sun. It's a problem. It's a problem. Anything is actually super valuable for running these. Anything could be put here, though. There's not a lot of other good options for me, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't know what to put there for the time being. What I'd really like to put there is Leviathan. That should be the end goal for the water team. But, you know, that's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. Anyway, we'll stick with this. The water wasn't enough to push me down a floor, a depth. I wasn't able to go to depth 4-3 from it. So it didn't actually get me any further. But it can't hurt. I can still make the frog better with equipment. The frog is actually one of my highest level pets. So it should be doing a very good job in there. I need to get a good spear, which I'll prioritize working on the spears for a bit till I get a triple S. I'll get that to plus 20, and I'm going to slot the things in. So that should be pretty good. And then I guess I'm going to keep doing the elements with the dojo. Getting that to 100% might be enough. Might be worth a floor for the water team. And of course you randomly run into water element things when you're in other places. Like a steam swarm could attack my fire team, and that's their weakness coming at them. Not only is it their weakness, but it has pretty good attack power. Actually, its attack power is not that great in the scheme of things, but it looks really good next to the living core. So anyway, yeah. water resistance will help them, and also give these guys more damage. It's all around good. You actually didn't have any water element, Ginosaji. Whatever. You have high attack power, and more importantly, you debuff. You're basically a pair of knives as a wizard, which is normally a thing you can't have. So that makes you invaluable. Yeah, I think the turtle will be fine for a placeholder here. It seems like a pretty good pet. It's just overshadowed by something in the same category. Alright.